I have been staring at this glowing blue portal all day, debating with myself over whether or not I should pull my ancient shards here on my 2025 Hell Hades free-to-play challenge account. Now, the debate comes down to this. My initial intention was to save all of my resources and target the first fusion on the challenge account. The problem with that is it looks like the fusion is probably 2 weeks away, and we have a 2x ancient shard event going on right now. And as you know, if you watch me on this channel at all, I think free-to-play players need to be nimble. They need to be flexible. You have to look for opportunities to get value, and when that value arises, you need to go and grab that value. And yes, you want to think ahead, but there are 2 weeks. I don't know, first of all, if the fusion's going to be any good. And two, I don't know that pulling shards today is going to prevent me from being able to complete that fusion anyway. I may still have enough in the tank to both pull shards today and to complete the fusion. And potentially, I could pull a champion today that moves my account forward, perhaps making it even easier to gather the resources I need to complete that fusion in 2 weeks. So I think ultimately, all signs point to me pulling some ancient shards. I hope you're ready for it. I am Colred. This is Colred Plays Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play challenge. Let's get started. Hey folks, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider joining our Discord community. Thanks so much. Now let's get back to the video. Now I want to state this very clearly before we get rolling. The outcome of these shard pulls will not determine whether or not this was a good decision. The idea behind free-to-play practices, methods, philosophies, what have you, is that you are trying to improve your chances of success in the aggregate. Pulling ancient shards during 2x events early on in an account's life, that's generally a great way to grow your roster and grow your account. Now, sometimes you're going to miss, and sometimes you're going to hit. And you might get really lucky and pull 2 or 3 legendaries on just a few shards, or you might get really unlucky like I did last year and go 130 or 140 shards all during 2x events before you actually land your first Lego. So again, the results here aren't going to determine whether or not this is a good choice. I think that it's a good choice because I still have 2 weeks to collect more ancient shards for the fusion event that's going to come our way. I'm still collecting void shards and sacred shards as well. And based on what we're projecting, it looks like it's going to be a 2x void shard event the first week. We'll probably have a champion chase. And I've been saving champions here in my fragment summons. I have 2 Sabbathas. Also, I'm going to have a Morag Bronzelock within the next 2 weeks. That comes from the Plarium Points program, right? This Morag Bronzelock, I'm actually less than 100 points away from that, and you get 9 a day. So I'm going to have this in about 10 days, and I can hold on to her. So I have several opportunities to get points for the champion chase, and then I still have my sacred shards and the mystery shards that I'm collecting. I have over 500 mystery shards, plus any voids that may be left over, or primals or ancients that I get. So I do think that I still have a very good chance of completing that fusion, even if I pull shards today. And that ultimately means that pulling shards today is a very good choice, right? Because I'm not hurting myself in the future, and I'm potentially helping myself today. And that's ultimately how I want to play this account. Play it as well as I can as a free-to-play player. You may disagree with the call, by the way, and that's fine. But I still think it would be hard to argue that this is at least one good approach, right? That this isn't a bad approach. Saving all your ancients, and then pulling during a 2x ancient shard event. That's generally what you want to do as free-to-play. So I feel pretty good about the decision. There's also a 10x chance here for the Knave of Hearts, who I think is a really cool champion, and I wouldn't mind having him on the roster. But what I actually need, I need 2 things, really, or a few things. I need a Speed Aura, that would be nice, but we do get High Katoon in about 2 weeks' time. I need a Turn Meter Filler. I don't have that. I need an Increase Attack. I don't have that. I need a Decrease Attack. I don't have that. So there are several champions out there who could give me a lot of value. I wouldn't mind, if we're just talking about legendaries, I would love to pull, actually, I believe she's a high elf. I would love to pull myself a Lysandra, because I've literally never pulled this champion on any account ever. and she's got a great speed aura. She's got a huge turn meter fill and turn meter decrease. She's got a increased speed, plus a fully depletes the target turn meter skill on her A2. So this would give me a lot of what I need on the team. Another legendary that would be awesome, I think, would be Nekmothar. I have a Nekmothar on my main, and I really like him, but I've never gotten him early on an account, and he gives a decrease attack and a decrease speed and a turn meter fill. So he's giving me, plus the aura, so he's giving me almost everything I need other than an increased attack. I could definitely go the epic route, and probably one of the best epics I could pull right now on the account would be Seeker. Both Seeker and Gorgrab here in the beginning of Undead Hordes could give me a nice increased attack and turn meter fill. Seeker is probably the better for turn meter fill. I don't really need the AoE revive from Gorgrab. Neither of these give me an aura, but that's okay. I actually recently mentioned a champion that would give me everything that I need, I think, all in one kit, and that is Yulfrig. All right, so he's got a decreased attack on his A1. It's a 40% chance, but it's good for boss fights. He's got buff steal and continuous heal, which I actually didn't mention. I don't necessarily need this, but it's not a bad thing to have, and it synergizes well with my account. He's got an all-battle speed aura. He's got a turn meter fill and an increased attack. Yeah, so he gives me a lot. He gives me a lot. Doesn't give me an increased defense. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind an increased defense. But so there are a lot of champions who could help me out. As far as rares are concerned, there are no rares I'm particularly looking for, but if I find any good faction crypt rares, I may hold on to them. 3-star chickens are going to be useful for the current champion training event that is going on, and that's also going to allow me to get my next 6-star, which is relevant because if I go to my missions, here I am pushing on the 3rd section of Arbiter missions, and just down here, I have to get 2 rank 6 champions. So in 5 missions, I'm going to need a second rank 6 champion. It's probably going to be Alice, but 3-star chickens will help me get Alice, right, to 6 stars faster. I have plenty of food champions that I've been running up. You know, I've got 40s and, or I've got 4 stars rather. I don't really have many 40s. I have 1 40 that I could turn into a chicken if I needed to. And then as far as chickens in the actual tavern, I think I have, yeah, 2 4-star chickens, but not, you know, I need 5 5-star chickens. So there's a lot of work to be done. And starting with 3-star champs is just faster. Just faster. So that's really it. That's really it, I think. Nothing too crazy here. I can't get myself a Runekeeper Dazdurk or, you know, another Void legendary or something. So it'd be nice to pull a legendary. I don't need one, though. As far as the Champion Chase tournament is concerned, you know, I would like these first 50 points. It would be nice to go up and get the full 200 points. It would be really, really nice to go up and get the legendary tome. But with only 36 shards, my expected return is around 1,500 points. So I'm hoping if I get a little bit lucky, I could maybe go after the 3,000 point total. Probably not. If I get unlucky, I should still be able to get the 1150. And that's nice. The Tea Party Titan event isn't critical for this account. However, I do want to try to get this Cat's Gaze relic at 1,000 points. So if I got 50 points today, that would help. If I got 200 points today, that would help a lot. That'd be nice. So there you have it. That's where we stand. Let's go pull some shards. I have already made my space. I think I'm going to do the 6 solo pulls first, and then I'm going to do 10 pulls because I prefer 10 pulls. So let's go ahead and do that. See if we can get some purple right out of the gate. That would be nice. Oh, yes. Nice. Hey, hey, Anchorite. I actually called this guy out as being a very useful epic for this particular challenge this year because of this buff extension. He increases the duration of ally buffs by 1 turn. He also doesn't take a lot of books. If you can avoid these 4 books, you can actually get 2 here and just 1 here. So for 3 epic tomes, you can get a lot. Now, this doesn't give me anything that I'm critically in need of, but I do think he synergizes well with the roster that I already have. So that's a pretty exciting pull. And he's definitely going to be at the very least a faction crypt champion. So yeah, that's a good pull. I'm excited for that one. That was nice to start off with an epic. It's been a while since like an epic pull was really exciting. All right, Bog Walker. You're a champion in this game. It's good to be reminded of that fact, I suppose. Hubborn Sprite is not bad. That's not bad at all. And I just realized I do have some challenges here as well that I can get through. So now I just need to summon a rare magic champion. And that'll get me this epic tome and get me on to the next part of the challenge. So if I pull a rare magic champion, I do want to do that because I think you may have to pull champions in the next phase as well. So let's get a rare magic champion right now and be done. Nope. Steel Bowyer. Almost usable, maybe for faction crypts. There we go. All right, so we'll collect this, get that epic tome, and now these are all upgrade, ascend, upgrade. Okay, so we don't actually have to pull any champions for that. So one more pull, and then we're into 10 pulls. Be nice to get a second epic in this first batch of 6. Nope, but that's okay. Is Sentinel is he a fusion rare? That's the other thing that I probably should have checked is, if I can grab these fusion rares, because some of them can be farmed, but some of them can't. And this could help me in the champion chase as well, like getting these epics in the champion chase for the first fusion. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Lady Mikage. Oh, I do have one of the Lady Mikage ones. Interesting. Okay. So we'll keep an eye out for those as well. All right, 3 10 pulls. Probably going to pull them all unless we hit a legendary. Let's see. Go slow. Enjoy it. Come on. Oh, there's one. Ina, not too bad. She takes a lot of books. We did get a Petrifia Rockroot, who's actually maybe a little bit more exciting. So potentially a clan boss damage dealer there. It's got multi-hitters too. Could help us in Fire Knight. We need a little bit of help in Fire Knight. Ina here does take a fair number of books. I think, only 12. Not actually all that bad. She's actually very good because she does have a decreased defense and a weaken. And I think they're both 100%. They are. So not a bad champion. I've never built her early on in an account. So let me know in the comments below if you have. Have you found that she's effective for you? Did you regret building her, or was she, a good investment? Okay. All right, so we got 2 more 10 pulls. We've still got a chance to hit gold. I'm looking around at the other rares here. We got a Valerie. I mean, she's farmable, but she's a good champion. Okay, nobody else really exciting. Come on, let's see something good. At least a couple of good purples. There's another one. The rest, not that interesting. Odachi's pretty good. An Achel. Urtakata could be helpful in Fire Knight. None of these are particularly exciting. I guess she's probably the best option here. She's got a double hit. She's got a triple hit here with a chance of placing poison sensitivity and a quad hit here with a Hex. I don't know how good she would be early on. She's very squishy. She does have an all battles speed aura of 15%. I'm getting kind of drips and drabs of what I'm looking for. But a 4 epic pull is solid. That gives me more than 1,000 points just on this particular 10 pull. All right, 1,700 points. If I hit a legendary, I got a decent chance of doing something. Now, I'm not really thinking about this competitive track, but if I get lucky, I might be able to stick around up here and pick up some Relentless gear, or at least an Epic Tome or something. That'd be very nice. That'd be very nice. So we're definitely going to do the last 10 pull here. And we could still pull more Ancient Shards over the course of the weekend. We've got over 2 days left for this event. But let's hope we can hit gold. Come on. Need something really good. Give me something. Show me something. All right, there's an epic. A Geomancer. All right. Wow, that's the most excited I've ever been about a Geomancer in my life. Geomancer is absolutely huge for the account. I mean, it gives me an damage is not a problem on this account, but it gives me a focus, potentially build him And he's my boss killer. He's my boss killer. He brings me an HP burn. He does, in fact, give me 100% turn meter depletion, which is helpful outside of just, his reflect damage. So that's pretty cool. It's a little bit strange for me to have a Geomancer so early on in an account's life. It only took me the better part of 4 years to get the Geomancer on my main account, and here I pull him on day 15, I think it is. Okay, so we did pretty well in terms of points, I think. Let's check the points. Looks like we're still in second place. How close do we get to the 3,000? 2,300, so not that close. I would have to get lucky. I would have to hit a couple more epics to get to this 3,000 point total, or I would have to pull some of my fragment champions, which I don't want to do, unless there's a chance to actually pick up the Cheshire Cat, right? But you need 5,000 points, and I'm only barely, not even halfway there. So I would have to make a lot of moves to get this Cheshire Cat. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with the Geomancer. Let's go ahead and take a look. All the red dots. Let's take a look at the Geomancer. Where is he? There he is. Geomancer. Dude, what are you doing to me? All right. Didn't really get what I wanted, but I got some interesting champions, and we'll have to make do. That's what free-to-play players do. Let me know in the comments below if you pulled shards so far this weekend. Did anybody hit the 10 times champion, the Knave of Hearts? Let me know that, because I think he's a very cool champion. And otherwise, go ahead. Let's hear it. Let's hear the Geo taunts, the Geo memes. I know they're coming my way, and you know what? That's okay. I can take it. All right, that is it for this one. But you know what? I still have to pull shards on my main account, maybe. So you might see another shard video coming your way in the next 24 hours. Who knows? That is it for me today. Thanks for hanging out. I've been Colred. I will see you in another video soon. You crazy dwarf.